trying this one more time if you were on our previous live. My name is Jess, and I am a health and wellness coach that specializes in helping professional, busy, on-the-go women get healthy and stay fit, reduce stress, lose weight, yes, and just helping you live in a body that you love and a mind that you love. So I'm so excited today to have Matt Olson with us. Matt Olson is a body transformation coach, and he is going to be talking to us everything about strength training. So I am going to go ahead and get him on. Let's see here.
Yeah, we did it.
Okay, woohoo. Okay, so hey Matt, how's it going? Welcome to our Living the Healthy Hustle group. This group is really created to just empower the everyday woman to live a healthy lifestyle while also keeping up with the demands of her hectic schedule. So
Thank you for inviting me.
To have you here, to talk about everything strength training. I know that this can be super intimidating to us girls sometimes. So yeah, welcome.
Thank you.
If you just want to go ahead and tell us a little bit about your background and what you do, and we'll get going.
Sure. I run the Women's Performance Center, and I train clients out of a gym in Lakeland, Florida. I've been a strength and conditioning coach since 2015. And I just recently launched an online program called the Stick to Thick program. So it's to help skinny women gain weight, gain muscle. And it's for women that have a really hard time gaining any size.
Yeah, no, I love that. That's a new niche, and we don't see a lot of that. So
that's exactly why I had to go for it. Yes.
Yeah.
And I can relate to it, so it lines up with my story. So I'm very passionate about that demographic, that market.
Awesome. Cool. Well, let's just jump in. I have a few questions that that I've kind of heard from my clients a lot, women in the group, and just how I feel, or questions that I have that we can kind of go through. And if you're willing to do that with us,
I would love to. Let's get to it.
Okay. All right. So my first thing, like I said, a lot of girls have a tough time navigating in the gym, and they find it intimidating to go per se, like on the boys' side, and they're all over there like lifting all their heavy weights and making crazy noises. And we tend to like to stay with the treadmills and ellipticals in like our little safe zone. What would you recommend for women just starting out in strength training and hitting the gyms to feel a little bit more comfortable?
Well, you brought up a good point. A lot of gyms I've been to have that environment. At certain hours of the day, our environment is the same. You always got that group of guys that's just over obnoxious and extra, if you will. My advice would be, there's no shortage of gyms these days. So just kind of scout around town, get a feel for the gym, get a feel for the trainers and the ownership. Even if you're not going to hire a trainer, just kind of go at busy times, down times, and see if it'll be a good fit for you. Because if it's not, you're probably not going to go as often, and that's just going to be, a dud. So otherwise, just put your headphones in, try to realize nobody's there checking on you really, and if they are, who cares? You got to want your results more than you're afraid of what's going on.
I love that. Yeah, I love that, and I love just putting your headphones in. I mean, music is the best. So you can totally zone everything else out. And
it's just 30 minutes to an hour, and then that's that. You got it done.
Okay. So I was going to ask that question. How long, for like good benefits, how long do you think a typical strength training workout should be?
So I don't really have a minimum time. So if somebody's, very deconditioned, if they only go for 20 minutes, that's all you can do. That's fine. I count it as like baseball, just go in and hit a single and then just, live to the next day. Don't try having every workout be a home run. So
Right. And
minimum,
baby
no
steps for
minimum.
those beginners. I always say, like, you don't have to go all in right now. If you're just getting started, just start out with, some simple moves. And do you recommend, doing different muscle groups on different days? I know that sometimes, for me, that can just get so confusing. It's like, am I
It
supposed to be
can.
working arms today and legs tomorrow? Or like, what muscle groups do I work on the same day? Or can I work my whole body?
It's absolutely crazy, and there's no shortage of programs out there with all the information online. And it's like, what do I do? So if your main goal is just general fat loss, I'd recommend not doing body part splits, not having like a leg day separate from a chest and arms day. I would try to do everything as a full body day. So 3 full body days a week, 1 light cardio day a week, that's 4, and then you have 3 rest days. I think that's a good balance to really hang in the game long term and not get burned out. I see burnout so often, and it's unfortunate because a lot of times people will be out of the game for months, sometimes years, and they just did too much too soon.
You mean burnouts like when they injure themselves or like hurt a muscle because they're trying to go too much?
Injuries or just too much fatigue. They're no longer interested. It's becoming a chore instead of a passion. Mental burnout.
I feel like, speaking of like fatigue too, it's like I do a body pump class at 24-hour, and every time I do that class, I try to push myself or go a little bit heavier in weights each time. But, it makes me tired. And it says, oh, you only burn 300 calories, but it's the thing, you continue to burn the calories throughout the day, right? When you're strength training.
Yes, absolutely.
So I find myself super fatigued. So I couldn't imagine doing that, and that's full body. I couldn't imagine doing that every single day. But it is. I like to work it in, 3 times a week or so. And if I am feeling more fatigued that day, then it's nice to just maybe lower the weight.
Checking in with yourself, listening to your body. I know so many girls that I've talked to. They're doing 5, 6, 7 days a week. Some of them are doing that many days and 2-a-days. Which, if you're not familiar with 2-a-days, you're going in the morning and then again at night in the same day, and you're just not going to recover. You're not going to get progress. You're going to get burnt out. So just think less is more.
Great. That's awesome advice. And how do you, let's talk a little bit about nutrition, and how does that fit into a good strength training routine, and how important is good nutrition in reaching your strength training goals, or losing the weight, or putting on muscle? Whatever your goals are.
I just think it's everything. I think from my own story, I was going to the gym trying to just gain muscle. I was going about 5 days a week, 2 rest days, and I just wasn't seeing any results. And I'm thinking, oh, I got to do more. So then you do more, and then you see, still nothing. So it wasn't until I dropped a day off and I did a 4-day on, 3-day off, all the results I was looking for came. So a lot of times you never think the results come with more rest. It's like yin and yang, like anything else. We're only in the gym to break down muscle. It's built through sleep, and it's built through nutrition. So nutrition, sleep, activity, it's got to be 100%.
So important. I feel like sleep is so important. I feel like it's like the number one neglected self-care option that, just the general America, our whole population just doesn't get enough sleep, and we're always so busy. And I don't know, for me, it's a game changer. I'm one of those girls that, like, if I don't get like 7 hours at least, like, I just am not good to go.
You can feel it in the morning.
I'm motivated. I don't want to do as good in the gym. So I really think that there needs to be more emphasis on sleep and how we can get better sleep. And,
I totally agree. Yeah. And a lot of women, I noticed, they have pretty broken sleep. They're up multiple times during the night. And just because you were in bed for 8 hours, it's not,
totally
any good either. So focus on, if you're not getting results, focus on other things besides your workouts. You're probably satisfying those. Take a look at sleep and nutrition. So to answer your question, I kind of ranted there. I think nutrition is very important to reach your goals, whether it's muscle gain, fat loss, general health.
Okay. And let's see, I get a question a lot, and I always kind of wonder too, like how, like if you're working out in the morning, I do the keto diet, and a lot of my girls in this group do, and clients, we do intermittent fasting. And so I've read several articles. I mean, is it okay to do a strength training workout on an empty stomach as long as we're eating, say, like a good amount of protein 30 minutes or before or after the workout?
Yeah, I would think that would be okay, just for the fact that you did get some calories in beforehand and you're not running on an empty tank.
Yeah, I always say at least have like a pre-workout with some healthy fats in it, or your bulletproof coffee is good. But yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so
A couple of my girls practice keto. I really don't advise any particular diet. I just let them find what works best for them. And actually, my girls that are doing the keto diet have the best results as far as fat loss. A couple of them that work with you are getting some of the best results.
Great, thank you. I know I've loved working with Abby. I think she's on this call right now. Hi, Abby.
Hey, Abby.
Yeah, so that's really exciting, because a big myth that I hear all the time is, oh, if you're doing keto and you're not eating enough carbs, then you're not going to be able to put on muscle, or you're going to lose muscle. But it's quite the opposite. If you're eating the right amount of healthy fats and you're getting enough protein, then you're actually going to be losing more fat and putting on lean muscle. So
absolutely, and I've witnessed it.
Yeah, so awesome. Well, thank you for sharing that. Let's see, what else do I have?
Yeah, anything. Hit me with it.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, whatever you got, hit me with it. I'll be happy.
Okay. Let's see, we kind of talked about rest. We did talk about rest days for sure. Diet, let's see. Oh, yeah, this is a good one. So, like, if maybe women don't want to know how to put that. I should have put it on Do Not Disturb. So if you can't make it to the gym, like, what are other good, I mean, strength training doesn't always have to be lifting weights, right? I mean, there's like different ways that you can do it, like calisthenically, body weights, or with your body weight. What are like some other good options if you're traveling or just like need a quick workout at home? What are like the best things that we could do for the best maximum results in a short amount of time?
Great question. So, when we're working out in the gym, I tend to notice sometimes I'll look at the board I have written up for my clients and I go, wow, like 70% of the things we've done today were all body weight, whether it's pull-ups, push-ups, inverted rows on the rings, enough body weight squats, things like that. And they're just completely taxed. It's a full strength training day for them. So I'm a big believer in body weight. A lot of times you can see clients, they're masters at dumbbells and different weights, but anytime you have them do anything body weight, they're almost worthless, right? So I think body weight is a great way to work out at home if you don't have weights available, or anything with like resistance bands, because remember, when we're working out, we're just trying to break down muscle. So anything that's stress and muscle, that's a good strength training workout for that day.
Okay. Awesome. Well, that's good to know. So, have you heard of rebounding? Just for asking you about that. It's like where you're jumping on a trampoline, like a small trampoline.
Yes, I don't know anybody that's doing it, but I've heard of it. It sounds like it really gets the heart rate up.
I was just wondering. I just got one because I just have heard so many benefits. So I was like, well, I could totally watch something on TV and just jump on the trampoline.
Have you ever jumped on a trampoline as a kid? Like, it really gets your heart rate up.
Yeah, and I guess it's super good on the joints, and I guess to actually like cleanse your cells also. So I don't know, learning in progress. So I'll keep you guys posted.
I'll bring you onto my group, and after you've done it for a little while, you can share it to see how it's going for you.
Yeah, once I get used to doing it.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's see. What do you have? Like, I think I've gotten a lot of these questions answered. Who did that? Fasting after you should eat. Do you want to talk a little bit more about your program and like what you can offer, or how that works, or how people find you? I would love to hear a little bit more about that.
Sure. Let me just plug my phone in really fast. Somehow I dropped down to 20% out of nowhere.
Oh gosh, yeah. These must take a lot of juice.
Yeah, I guess so. I have an iPhone 7, so it's probably worthless at this point. Let's see. All right, on the fly. I think I'm good now. So,
Awesome.
yeah, it's not really a program. If you have any fat loss, if you have big fat loss goals, of course, anytime you're doing strength training, the fat loss is going to come with it. It's more for hard gainers, women that just have a hard time gaining muscle, filling out their clothes, gaining any size. So
Okay.
we're going to work out for 12 weeks, one-on-one, me and the client. And all the workouts are going to be done for them. I'm going to lead them in recovery, nutrition, any questions they have with workouts. And we're just going to try to go from an A to B transformation and hopefully go up a few sizes, because that's a lot of their goals. It's kind of the opposite. They call it like a reverse transformation, because most people
Yeah.
are going for that fat loss.
Okay. Awesome. And then if they're interested in that, they can reach out to you at Matt Olson through your DM you, or do you have a business page? Okay.
Mm-hmm. They can reach out to me at Women's Performance Center Facebook page, or at performancecenter.com. I have a contact tab at the top, and I also have a work with me tab where we can get onto a phone call and chat a little bit more.
Awesome. And I'll put the link in the comments also, so it makes it easy.
Okay. I appreciate that.
Yeah. And so you can work with women anywhere then. It doesn't have to be one-on-one in Florida.
Yes.
Like this program.
It'll be remote training. Yep.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. Well, I think, do you have anything else you want to add, or any other questions that you know that would be beneficial to this group, or yeah?
Yeah, I'd like to summarize. Just, like kind of harping on what I was saying earlier, just because I see it so much in the gym and with my clients. And I also run some boot camps. A lot of the boot campers just don't try to do too much. What you're really doing is you're just hurting your metabolism, the way your body burns fat. So, less is more. Look at it like a year-long thing. You're not going to get that full transformation in 3 months. Now, we don't tell you that right away, because we're trying to get people in to help you live a better life. But just don't get discouraged in 3 months. A lot of times that's just too soon. Just be in it for the long game, and you're going to one day take a picture and go, wow, I'm a completely different person.
I love that advice, and it is super hard, as women. I think everyone's a little bit impatient.
I am too.
We like to see results now, and but that is also why, proper nutrition, like we said, no matter what kind of diet you're doing, or if you're just putting clean foods into your body, like while mixing, that can accelerate the results. So,
yes.
Yeah, you can't eat crappy and then just work out and think that you're going to be in good shape. But
it didn't work.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I think that's great, Matt. I think I'm all good. Let's see. I don't see any other questions in here. But if anyone is watching the replay and you all have questions, feel free to post them in the comments, and then we can come back in and answer them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for having me. I had a great time.
Yeah, thank you so much, and I'm sure we'll talk again soon, and that'll be awesome.
Sounds good.
Okay, have a great day.
Bye, Jeff.
Bye, everyone. Bye, Abby.